Okay, there we go. Yo, it's the MCM Figures Collectors Podcast. This is all correlation with the Marvelous Toy Collector YouTube channel. All that stuff will be in the description below. Uh, I mean, the first podcast, episode 1, season 1, the Batista Effect. But before we get into that, I want to give you guys a little insight on me. You call me Marvelous, Mike. The more we go along in a podcast and stuff like that, I will tell you guys what the MCN is really my name. So, gonna be talking about unboxing, hunt. The main one is the Batista Effect. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I love wrestling. I've been wrestling since I was 2. My mom passed away when I was young. God rest her soul. So when she passed away, my grandmother kept me in that wrestling because she was obsessed with Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man. That's who started my love for Macho Man, was my grandma, because she was always watching, and I would hear that sound like a graduation thing, and I'm like, that's dope. I really like that. Then when the cream of the crop, no one does it better. Like when he did that, and his promos was by far the best things ever to me. And you know me, being a young kid, never wrestling match, WrestleMania. Like my grandma ordered pretty much every single pay-per-view since when I was a kid. Don't think I missed any. And if they came to Minnesota, where I'm from, I was there. I remember hearing Mr. Perfect, it's Vader time, and just I can't throw up the V for those who are watching, so I can't really do it like that. But I would just always be like, it's Vader time. Excuse me. And I remember a little story when he came out. I was so scared because of the mask and smoke. I was a little scary kid of a lot of things. I don't think I stopped. I think about like 8 or 9, I started realizing like, yo, that's Vader up under there. No need to be scared anymore. But for a long time, I was scared when he would come out. But I liked him because he was like big, he was athletic and stuff like that. And being from Minnesota, I knew Kurt Hennig because he used to come around a local St. Paul and Minneapolis area. So whenever they'll be like, coming down the stage from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. We already know who that is. And then that iconic music that he has was something special. But yeah, that's how I got into it, was my mom and my grandmother, and it never left. Like, I love wrestling. I had a lot of the Hasbros and the LJNs growing up. I still got those. My grandma still got those in storage. She said I'll never get them until God calls her home, and that's cool. But so how that happened, I always watched wrestling. I never missed it, but I wasn't into the figure game like I am now. Like I would see some in a store, and I'll be like, damn, those are dope. But I can't go down that road because I know how I was when I was a little kid. Like I had everyone. Like I would even take my grandmother's money and try to go down to the local Montgomery Wards or Walgreens to get a Jake the Snake or Ultimate Warrior. They try to have doubles of those just in case my cousins or someone came over and broke it. I still have doubles. Meaning that's why I was like, I might want 5 Ultimate Warriors, and that's not really good to be doing and getting 5 Ultimate Warriors. You know what I'm saying? So I was into the Funko game, but I would buy all the WWE ones that I can afford when I started off collecting. So it was just time after times, like I would watch like My Damn Toys. I was watching Kyle Peterson, and I would just watch these dudes just like articulate, break down the toys, customize the ring, and all that stuff. And I'm like, shit, I want that. Then I would see people buying like lots of toys. Like, oh, I just paid $300 and I got 250 wrestlers of Elite. But I didn't know what a lease was at first. I just always thought the basics was just like a normal figure because I grew up collecting Hasbro's and San Francisco Toys Maker, Toy Biz, and Galoob and all those stores. They was not really doing all the moving around and stuff like that. I didn't really get into the Jack specifics. I would see them in stores and be like, oh, that's cool, Ultimate Warrior, and just be like, nah, I was in a sneaker game. So I was buying sneakers a lot, and I was like a reseller, so I wasn't really worrying about wrestlers. I was worrying about like when the next retros coming out, the new foam posits and Air Force Ones and all that. But when I got into the Funko, it was when I see the WWEs, I'm like, yo, like this. I started seeing like Papa Shango, Ultimate Warrior. I was like, yo. And it's another story. I remember being in the store having that Bret Hart Ultimate Edition in Seattle, Washington at my local Target. It was $14.99. And I was like, nah, because I was there looking for some Funkos. So I was like, get the Funko or get the Bret Hart. Now the Bret Hart is one of the most expensive wrestlers out, but I had it in my hand for sale, put it on a sale price, and I should have got it. But I mean, I'm gonna get it because with this podcast and this YouTube that I got going on, I'm pretty sure if I keep talking about things I want, some people gonna work some trades out, work a way for me to get a lot of things that I don't got. But yeah, with that was what kind of got me into the wrestling was my damn toys and Kyle Peterson, like just they can always pop up. And I'm looking for Funkos, they would pop up in like figures, and I was just watching, and it was like more and more. I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna do this. Then I had got Macho Man and Andre the Giant, the basic, last April, and that was that, and then it took off from there. Like I immediately like have, if you can see behind me and on the ground and all over here and even in front of me, under me, it's all figures. I just been collecting for a year, and I have at least 500 to 800 figures. That's why I have the giveaway bins. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later too. So yeah, I'm in the game. I love it. Shout out to T4L. Shout out to Dougie, stand up dude, my guy. I love that group. The Salium. Shout out to David. The Wrasslin Figure Empire. I like that group too, but a couple of guys in there toxic and just be doing the most. But overall, I like the groups. I like a lot of the wrestling groups. You know. Shout out to my bro Ronnie, my bro Matt, the Chosen Few. Just to name a couple of them out there. But yeah, T4L is my favorite. You know, Dougie's, you can hit him up. He's approachable. He don't just be no admin and act like he can't rock with you. Like I can DM him, he DM me right back. You know, we show love. I like the community. I'm in another one, Geeks. I forgot, damn. But I like that. I can post other figures. Like what people don't understand, they just look at it like, yo, you just collect WWE and AEW. No, I collect Super 7. I collect NECA. Shout out to NECA. I collect McFarlane, Hasbro, Marvel Legends. I mean, it has to wow and endow me. I got some Star Wars. I don't just discriminate, but do I like the good old figures? Oh yeah, if y'all can see that, the good old Batista. I'm gonna talk about the Batista Effect. But yeah, it's fun. Like this is what I love to do. I feel like this has been my true calling forever. For those who know, I create radio shows and podcasts. I have a podcast where I talk about mental health, relationships, and it's just me versus me. Well, that's fun. I like doing that, but I don't always want to talk about relationships and mental health. True love is figures, it's toys, wrestling, all those things. That's the things that I like and what I love that means the most to me. So I had to, I was in my own head, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I love to do. And I'm going to talk about what I love to do, and that's wrestling. I'm all in because it's something I talk about every single day. I don't stop talking about it. I'm always looking up in some wrestlers. I'm always trying to get something. I need that LLD, Legion of Doom, Elite Series 30, in the basics. Holla at me. Yeah. And I don't know, man, it's just fun. And with this podcast, I get to talk about wrestling, talk about the things I like, hunt. That's why this is season 1, episode 1, season 1, the Batista Effect, because that was the main reason when I was like, I gotta get it started now. No more, I gotta get this done. No, it gotta be done now, because the lengths and the obstacles I had to go through to get this, and what a lot of people that's not even getting are really like really upset and really mad and angry. I have to make a post in one of the groups like, too damn grown to be mad at another man. Like, I get up every day and hunt, and it's like I pretty much got everything. So it's like lately I kind of been just chilling because I know how I hunt. Like, I go everywhere, and I won't stop until I get some. So I have befriended these people because they see me in all the time. They know I'm a good person. They know I'm not a flipper. I'm not a scalper. They know that I want this figure for myself. And if I buy 2 or 3, majority of the time they're going to my brothers, or one I trade. I don't never go in with the intentions of I want to sell. I have 2 of these that I'm giving away for giveaways. 2 giveaways, not trades, giveaways, just by supporting the channel. I'm sending out random DMs and telling people like, yo, what's your address? What's your P.O. box? How's your life going? Tell me something positive. And don't bullshit me. Tell me something positive. You got it. Okay, cool. I'm sending it to you. That's what I do. That's how I was raised. I love this community. This community have made me meet some amazing people. I met a lot of people out these groups since January that I consider family. They're my brothers, that I talk to them every day. Even if it's for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, talk. And when you get that type of situation where you find people that's different backgrounds, different political, different color from you, different just upbringing, but the main things that we have in common that makes us brothers and sisters is figures, the Batistas, the Mad Marks. Let's see, hold up. I'm sorry, I had to take my headphones fell off. Sorry. The Mad Max, the Edge, all these things right here, that I'm giving away. I'm giving them away, and I don't be tripping. So that's what I'm drawing a blank. When I got into groups, it was just the love in how I was accepted. Some people, it's kind of POSs, but I'm not in that group no more. So I like the group that I'm in now, where certain people in certain groups seen that I was new. They thought they can finesse me like I was a dumbass. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first group. The Funko community was cutthroat. And I still survive, and I still got a lot of stuff. You see it's back there. I'm gonna show off all my stuff on my Instagram. The Marvelous, the MCM Toy Collector, Instagram, coming soon. Same as the Twitch, all the same thing. The only thing that's different is the MCM Figures podcast. That's just the podcast, but everything is the MCM Toy Collector. That's all under that brand, nothing else but this. So with that, I was in a group, and people would like see me get things and would try to like slide in my DMs and try to like finesse me. Like, why would I give you a Batista or a Peg Woman Triple H that I got multiples of? Why would I give you a Target Sting or a Warlow when I have multiple of those? So people was approaching me with things like that, and I would be like, no. And then we all know the good old infamous going into a store and seeing a figure swap. So one time I posted something in an old group about a figure swap. Guy jumps on and was like, try to like basically like put on his opinion, but he was one of the guys trying to finesse me into my DMs, and I was like, F no, I'm not going. I'm not a stupid. Are you looking at the color of my skin like I'm an idiot? Like, I know the game of wrestling. Just because I wasn't in it. You don't think like my brothers collected figures because I was in a Funko game? Like, I'm not dumb. I know what collecting life about. I said earlier in the podcast, I was a sneakerhead. I sold sneakers. I was in that. So when I would get people to try to make unheard of trades and I'll shoot it down, they would get mad. So when I would post something, they would get mad. They would say like smart comments on my, and I'm an asshole. I'm a villain. I'm a good guy, but I'm a villain. I'm more like Deadpool. I'm a hero, but I'm not. If that makes sense. I'm good and bad at the same time. So when you try to like approach me different or say slicks, I'ma say it back. So I would like post, and they was like try to like say, oh, you gotta get approval to post things. Okay, but I was just posting like a bunch before I cussed Buddy out and told a couple of y'all I wasn't giving y'all my NJ chase for some bullshit. So they kicked me out the group. So I hit, like, no, not kick me out. I left the group, whatever the case may be. Both parted ways. So I hollered at my bros, told them what was up, and my bro Matt, him and Ronnie are like the people I talk to every day or every other day. That was like, get in T4L, get into this group. I was already in Wrasslin Figure Empire. I just never posted that much because I just looked at a lot of these dudes are toxic as fuck, and then I'll be looking where they live, and if they in Nevada, put them paws on them, stone cold, stunning their ass, you know what I'm saying? But it never got to that. So I got into the T4L. That's why I was always shout out to Dougie, automatically hit me up. Shout out to my bro Ricky too. It's so many of y'all. More and more podcasts. Just trust me. I'll give y'all shout outs. We ain't done. Trust me. We not done. So back to that, and then I'm gonna get in this thing on a Batista Effect. But it was just weird. But when I got in T4L, I just was like, yo, this is it. This is it. The admins are cool. Asalium is cool. Shout out to my bro, Bobby. I'm shouting them out as they pop into my head. But yeah, some cool people I met. And I like the group. No disrespect to that other group. You know what I'm saying? But don't be mad at a person for having the Funkos, having the wrestling, having, like, I'm not mad at everybody get like the Burnt Fiend, the Ultimate Warriors, the Triple H's. I mean, I didn't get it. I got the Ultimate Warrior coming. I looked up because I wasn't paying 100. Like up at the top, I lucked up and got the Hulk Hogan. I had to do a third party, and it cost me, like, I paid $20 over retail, 25. That's cool. But yes, I don't get upset by somebody having something. I'm happy. I might just ask a question like, yo, where you get that at? Because why I like the group so much, because there's a lot of people in the Midwest and the East Coast. If I see them post, then I know it's coming to me. So if they go out that day, I'm going to go out the next day. And first thing, I'm going to be looking. I'm going to ask questions. Like, I'm going to tell y'all all my little hacks, tricks, and all the stuff I do to get what I want. But that's the more y'all rock with me. Because once we become family, I give y'all the secrets. I even told a couple of my guys how to get what they want. that they didn't know about these hacks. This is all about trial and error and learning the employees. I can tell the employee that's a collector and they don't give a shit. Eat it like that. Because when you bring up stuff like, oh, I know what that is. Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, fine. I know exactly where that at. You want a Brody Lee? I'll be right back, bud. Damn. Hey, you got this fake? Yeah, we did, but we sold it earlier. Or better yet, I got it earlier. Employees be on it too. Trust me. I remember. I'm just having fun talking, y'all. So I tend to talk a lot. So I was at a Target. It was when they first released the Dark Order, and everybody was getting them. And I was sending them in a group, and I was like, "Fuck, I need it," and I could never get it. Then I would find like one or two of them. And it's always like this. Once I find a set, I'm always see it. And I was looking around. I asked the guys like, "Hey, product number, I can see." True story. That they had 7 on hand of that thing. You try to tell me it was a different SKU, a different assortment. I was like, stop the cap. I was just at a Target down the street. They showed me you had it. So a lot of the managers and those people that into the collecting was telling Target corporate to hide their inventory, so they won't know, and they could tell you they don't have a toy or figure, but they really do. So I was like, bro, say y'all got 7. He's like, no, that's the old wave. I said, well, go get your manager. He's like, dude, I said, go get your manager. He's like, dude, you don't have to do this. I said, yes, we do. Go get your, you know what? You just stay here. I go get the manager. Go get the manager. Come back. I said, this dude, I won't say his name, because, I think he in one of the groups. But I was like, ask for these figures, and you keep telling me they're not in the back. The manager's like, what are they called? I said, here's a picture, Brody Lee, and this is the wave. I need it. She's like, okay, I'm going to go back there and check. So they did have Warlow, Tay-Conti, and Ortiz, but they had Brody Lee. No, they didn't have Brody Lee. They had Stu Grayson, John Silver, and Anna Jack. And she bring me them, and I was like, cool. And I said to the guy, why you telling me they didn't have it? Because they did have the Brody Lees. He took them. You see what I'm saying? He took the Brody Lees and the Anna J. Chase. So he didn't want to bring out those figures because he wanted them himself. And that's when I first knew, like, yo, this is a dirty game with these employees. So let me get good with some of them so I can know what's up. And it's just like, hey, take my number, dude. If you need anything, holler at me. Of course I'm gonna need you, and I'm gonna holler at you. What you thought? Is the sky blue? Yeah, I'm on that. So started doing that, and then yeah, that was it. Now let's get to the topic, the main topic to end this thing off. And I appreciate y'all for listening and rocking and watching. Like I said, the stuff is coming. The giveaway bins, I gotta get it all out of there. I don't want it all. Gotta go. So y'all need to support, subscribe, download, all that, so we can get it away. I can get more to give away again and get more figures. But so Batista Effect. This toy right here, for those that's watching, it has been probably one of the hardest figures to track down since I've been collecting. Because all the other collect stuff that I want, I could just get. Dark Order was a little hard to get the Brodies, but I got them multiple times. And with this, I was just like, yo, this is crazy. So, seen them put it on the shelf. Hey, it's right here, y'all. For the people that's watching and for y'all listening, I'm explaining the Batista Effect. So what I was doing is, this was on the shelf. If y'all can see, it was on the shelf. Let me get it. There we go. Yeah, it was on the shelf. So I seen two of them. I'm like, hell yeah. Picked them up. You being the honest person I am, I go scan it. Hey, September 9th. What the fuck? What the shit is this? Use my language. I'm like, this some bull. Like, so the manager comes up. No lie. Snatches it out my hand. How disrespectful can you be? So I'm livid. Like, borderline feelings are hurt because I see this awesome figure that's just so dope. You know, it's like this box had a little damage, but this is the one I'm unboxing. The other ones are perfectly mint on cart, but I'm unboxing this. So snatches out my hand, and I'm like, what? Like we can't sell these. I think it's on the floor. No, it's like, can you bypass it? No. So I'm mad. I'm devastated because I see, like I said earlier in the podcast, my guys from the East Coast and the Midwest already have them. So I'm like, if they got them, I should be able to get them. But I didn't know how they was getting it because I was just looking like my local Target. I'm there a lot. They know me. They show me love. It's on the floor. It's fair game. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I've been wanting this since they announced it in December. When I started seeing it, they probably announced it sooner, but I seen it in December. I was like, gotta have it. Like the rest of the Ultimate editions, gotta have it. So when you a person that's a collector and love the figures, and I'm that close, take it from me. And I just seen how all of us collectors, we've been like, crying, sad, angry, hating each other, mad at each other, all because of Batista. And a lot of people scanning the Kanes, the John Cena's, the Rock, and that fucked up the inventory. So now it's gonna be a while before these joints come out, because out here in Nevada, me and a couple of my guys got them all. Like, and they saying it's gonna be a while before they come in the store. I heard some of the Targets that didn't get them gonna get like 1 or 2 or 3. But they come into those Targets where my peoples work. And them scalpers is trying to get them. No, you're not. No, you're not. We know the game. I give them out before I let you flip them to somebody. I will literally do giveaways. Operation Stop the resale, the scalpers. And for the people that's in TFL, Wrasslin Empire, Asylum, all the other groups, if you're a scalper, you're going to be pissed at me. Because I'm going to go to your page. I'm smart. I create radio shows. I do research for a living. I can scan your page and you see what you're about. You know, that's that effect. And I'm thinking it's not going to be in stores that much. But I ain't gonna let no scalpers in Nevada. You know? Absolutely not. My boots on the ground. I'm an insider. I'm gonna know when it drop before you know. But y'all know, I don't fuck with y'all. At all. But anyways, so that is hard to get. So first time, get it taken. Go to a different Target. They're there. Same thing happened. It happened to me 3 times, y'all. 3 times. before I even got it. So me and the cuteness, the beautiful, got it. So then the other targets I went to, the managers felt so bad, they took my number. It's like, as soon as we'll be able to sell them, we're gonna call you. We're not gonna sell them anymore. Your name is on these. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. I'm thinking like, all right, well, call me in May then. I kind of had gave up on it. Like, then that Sunday, which was the 10th or 11th, they were showing up you could sell. Once again, I found this by being in this amazing wrestling figure community. Someone's like, yo, they selling them. They're in the East Coast. They're 3 hours ahead of me. Cool. Go there, we talk, get them. Next day, get another call. Next day, get them. So all these people that took my number called me with a Batista. See this right here? I was already getting these. I was getting these while these was out for y'all to see. And then on top of that, my bro was like, my plug, he's like, pull up. This is the Edge Chase, so dope. He's like, pull up. That's my connect. I was like, okay, buy what I want, leave. The pricks in the group, you could have left some. Shut up. It's 5 that come in a box. Look at the vibe. I left 3. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. When it was like, I already had these, but I was telling the people, the managers, when I would plead my case about this Batista, it's the same way with this. So why, if you could sell these early, but you can't sell the Batista? And it's saying September 9th. So when they figured it out, I started to be like, okay. Then another time, a woman had it in her cart, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not getting it. Even though I didn't go there, I went to smell good, deodorant, shampoo, and all that. But we're in the toy section, and I'm just talking and just looking. She's FaceTiming, and the dude was like an ass, or he was super rude. She was like, hey, do you like this? He's like, no, I don't. I like Marvel Legends. What Marvel Legends they got? She's like, well, you pretty much got them all. He's like, well, why are we talking then? So she put it down. I'm like, well, asshole. She put it down. I picked it up. Scoop. I was like, so when I was getting them, I was like, how can I give back to a community that I love? And I know a lot of people in the group's not getting it because of where they live and their areas. This is a true story. A lot of people live in these areas and don't get the stuff that big city folks get. So I was like, I'm gonna just do a give back, like the giveaway, because I know there's some people that's out there. But I'm gonna just randomly just hit people up and just slide in their DMs and just ask questions, see where their head is. Okay. Because I have done it, and some people just ruin it for themselves. You can't just hop in my DMs and be like, I want that Batista, give it to me now. The hell you think you is? You're eliminated. You wouldn't even get it if you came up in the randomization. I'll eliminate you. But the people that's been consistent, it's all about consistency. I'm big on that. Like, I already know one of the winners right now. Just off of their engagement with me, the way they support stuff, the way that they are when I ask questions and I comment on their things. I'm big on that, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out if I give it to the right person. I don't want to give it to a scalper. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gotta weed out some things. So when you figure out things, you know who you're giving them to. Like, I'm not gonna just give this to just a random person and they know the value of this chase and they can just go out and flip it. No. We don't get down like that. We don't play those games. So I'm trying to figure you out, see what you're about, ask you lifestyle questions. the interview goes on for days. I haven't set no time when I'm giving them away. They're not for trade. I'm not trading them. They're not for sale. They're giveaways. Now the other stuff I got, I'm in that giveaway bin. I'm willing to trade some of it. Gets me some legend demolition, some old legends for sure. But nah, I'm not just giving them to nobody. Or like, oh, I'm my father and my kids will love that. Now don't lay it on thick, man. I don't like that. Don't bring your kids in this. Mike, Marv, we love the kids, but don't bring the kids in it. Like, don't do that. Don't play on my emotions with kids. I don't like that. So that's why I take my time. A couple people, like, when is this giveaway? You're eliminated because it's my time. I take my time. It's my figures. Keyword, mine. I bought them, not you. So I can do whatever I want and take my time and get it out. But I definitely know one for sure winner that's getting it. For sure. Because like I said, I'm getting more in a couple days. Plug talk, villain talk, you know. So the Batista Effect is serious. So many people want this wrestling figure. So many, you know, and it's literally what makes collecting so fun, because you can't always get it. Rumor says if they probably made so many, you know, but I don't know. Those are just rumors. Like I said, the Batista Effect is real. Make sure you subscribe, download. For those who's in my wrestling group, I'm gonna post about it. Dougie's gonna help me out. We're gonna be talking about when we doing these giveaways and when and what you gotta do to do it. Because the more support I get, I give away. Less support, I just give away to my family members and stuff like that. I'm just here to help, but for me to help you, you gotta help me. If I ask for support me, and so by supporting me, get you what you want, a figure. Probably more than figures. Like, trust me, got a lot. And I give away some of the loose joints too. So much toys, so many figures, you know. Like, I just got this guy right here, Del Rio, one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day. Love that cocky, arrogant Mexican young man. So yeah, we're just having fun. The MCM Toy Collector YouTube channel is up. Go subscribe to it. Comment, like. This will be the first video. The podcast, the MCM figure. Hold on, I'm gonna keep that there. I don't take nothing out. The MCM the MCM Figures Collective podcast. I'm so used to saying my old tags and stuff like that. It's gonna take time. Just bear with me. But yeah, man, I'm just very happy to be in this community and have people supporting me. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of people support me from the wrestling communities I'm in, and that's gonna help get away a lot of these toys. Like I said, this is the MCM Toy Figures Podcast. Yeah, and everybody have a good day. Subscribe, and Instagram and Twitter will be coming soon.